Have you ever seen the movie The Greatest Showman? There's a song in the movie titled Never Enough. It is so powerful and beautifully done, and it's just a message all its own. I have found myself feeling this way very often, and it's amazing how perspective makes all the difference. So today, what I want to talk about is no matter how you're feeling, whether you are not enough, whether you're not doing enough, whether you feel like you never will be enough, how to shift your perspective, what tends to cause this, and how to overcome it. So let's dive in. Are you too busy to prep healthy meals? Do you feel self-conscious about your body and your clothes not fitting right, but you don't have time to work out? Does your life feel unorganized and messy? Do you wish you had routines and habits that made health simple, even with your busy schedule? I know, I've been there. Hi, I'm Shannon Marquita, and no one ever really taught me how to eat healthy. I didn't know anything about nutrition, so I found myself eating whatever was easy, which definitely impacted my energy, weight, and focus. That's why I created this podcast, to show you that through healthy habits and time management, you can know you're doing health right. So stop scrolling social, clicking the ads, and buying all the things. Let's grab our Americano and pop in our AirPods. It's time to solve the real problem together. Welcome home. A fresh start awaits. I wish I could say I knew it was only me, but unfortunately, I have talked to too many people that have shared this same feeling, that at some point you feel you are never enough. That could be at work. Maybe you're not noticed. Maybe you feel like you can just never do enough to get noticed by your boss, or to get a promotion, or for people to like you, whatever it is. Or maybe it's in your personal life that you can never do enough to please your kids or your partner, or that you're never enough in relationships where people choose you. Whatever it is, the truth is, this isn't the truth. You are enough, just the way you are. The challenge is our own perspective. The thing is, our brains are pretty tricky. They tend to look for proof and support of whatever it is we feel and believe. So if you're dating and it's not working out and the relationship ends, if you aren't the one who chose to end the relationship, you might feel like, oh, again, I'm not enough. See? When really it's just the fact that dating is meant to get to know people and see, is this the right person that I want to do life with, especially forever? It has nothing to do with whether or not you are enough. It has to do with the fact that maybe you and this person actually were not a good match. And so dating is serving its purpose and we move on. At work, maybe you got passed over for a promotion and you just thought, again, I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to receive it. Even if I work all these hours and take on all these projects and am here more than anybody else, working and taking work home and always available, it doesn't mean you're not enough. It might actually be a blessing because A, you might not have been a good fit for that promotion, and possibly your superiors are noticing you're working too much, and they might be worried that you don't have the right balance, and until you figure that out, they don't want to give you more because it isn't healthy. So again, it's all about perspective. Maybe in your circle, you've noticed that there are a few times you haven't been invited or you've not felt included, and you've thought to yourself, am I ever going to get real friends? Am I ever going to fit in? What is wrong with me? Nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. The thing is, sometimes people do things without everybody being invited. And maybe these aren't your close friends. Maybe these aren't your best friends. Or maybe you want to be better friends with this group, but are you investing the time and energy? Are you reaching out to see what's going on in their world and what are they struggling with? What do they need to celebrate? What are they experiencing? Because relationships work two ways. And so if we're feeling left out or not included, or that the relationship isn't as strong or as close as we would like it to be, we can't blame others all the time. We have to ask ourselves, am I doing my part? Am I making an effort? Am I showing up? And if the answer is yes, then maybe this isn't your group. Maybe this group is meant to just be an acquaintance or people that you do life with, but not the hard parts of life, not the in-depth, messy trenches piece of life. So it's okay to have different levels of friends because not everyone is meant to be your best friend, but it doesn't mean something's wrong with you and you are enough. What we need to practice is not questioning our worth anytime something goes wrong, or rather anytime something doesn't go our way. It doesn't mean we aren't enough. It simply means in this situation, how else can I look at it? Through what other lens? Because maybe I am overtired and stressed and just worn thin, and so I'm feeling even more inadequate, and I'm automatically assuming that because I feel inadequate in all these other areas of my life, that obviously in this area too, I'm messing up and I'm falling short. I know for me, I've felt this way lately, that I'm just never doing enough. It's so funny. I've been talking to a few people recently and sharing my schedule and different pieces of what I'm doing and where I'm going, but then also my frustration of, oh, but I didn't get this done and I still need to do that and I'm not using all my time well. And it was so funny, their response, because it immediately was, don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing a lot. You're not meant to work all the time. You do need to rest. And it's just so interesting to me because how I felt and still feel often is, but I should be doing more. I can be doing more. Just sometimes I choose not to because I'm tired, because I'm exhausted, because I know that I also want to be showing up socially with my friends and with my family and people that I love and for important things in life. We can't work all the time. It doesn't mean we're failing. It doesn't mean we're falling short. It means we're human. And we have to give ourselves permission, just like we tell other people, you're doing really well. You're doing a lot of good work. Forgive yourself. Give yourself grace. Be patient. Are you getting the important things done? Are you showing up to the things that you say are important and matter to you? If the answer is yes, then move on. There will always be work to do, trust me. I feel like I write a to-do list and I think I'm going to get all this stuff done, and I might get a lot of it. And then the next day, it's not just me finishing the previous day's tasks. There's new things to add. You will never be done with everything on your list. New things will always be added. But you are not inadequate, and you need to remind yourself that you are worthy and you are doing good work. Sometimes you will be tired. You don't want to burn out. You do need to take care of yourself and your health. And so feeling like you're constantly inadequate and not enough spirals very quickly into struggling with our self-confidence and our mental strength and clarity. And that affects all our other areas of life as well. We start to feel like everyone agrees with this and that we aren't enough. And then we start to question, am I lovable? Should I even be doing this? Would it be better for them to be in a relationship with someone else or whatever it is? And the answer is no. We need to work on our confidence, our worth, and prioritizing what we say is important into our schedule and realizing that everything else is extra. Stop questioning yourself. Stop feeling like you are superhuman and going to accomplish everything in one day. You won't. And as soon as you give yourself permission to accept that, it is very freeing. And make sure that you have people in your life who can speak this truth to you. Because I myself always struggle with this, and I know that I always will. And so I have to pause and remind myself that I am human and that it's okay to not check everything on the list off. And sometimes we need to have other people speak truth into our lives when we forget it or aren't seeing it or are getting in our own head. And that's where relationships that are healthy matter, and open communication and doing life with people instead of feeling like we have to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders by ourselves. So I hope this episode was valuable to you. I hope it spoke truth to you. I hope it encouraged you, because I wish it was just me. I wish nobody else struggled with this, but I know that's not true. And so I need you to know without a shadow of a doubt that you are enough. You are doing good work. You are loved, you are cared for, you are smart, and you are fully capable. But you're also human, and so you need to also be able to rest and be okay with that. Talk to you soon. If this podcast helped, challenged, or inspired you in some way, I would love it if you'd do me a huge favor and leave me a review over on Apple Podcasts. It helps me to hear from you and know how this is best serving you. And go ahead and screenshot this and share it in your stories. Tag me at Shannon Marquita. That's ShannonMarqueta. And send it over to a friend in a text who is ready for healthy changes in her life too. Let her know that this episode might serve her as well. I am just so grateful for you and would love to hear from you. Come hang out and let's connect over in my Facebook group, bit.ly.com/afreshstart, or send me a message. I look forward to seeing you back here in a few days.